What is up, dudes? I'm your grandpa. Welcome back. This video is gonna be interesting and I hope I don't get myself into trouble, but this is gonna be a version of mine, probably too honest, because this is gonna be quite important. Guys, as you know, we have in this game some text trees, some lines. One of them that's not so old, but it's kinda new. It is the soul schreiber, and it's also the line that's been encouraged when you join the game to play on this line. During the line you can see there are two different types of tanks. You play different with these, and by the end you're gonna get the tier 8, 9 and 10. The tier 7, when I joined the game, it was premium, and it is premium, and it is basically the link from tier 6, 7, 8. Back then the Merkava 2D was awesome. Nowadays it's basic. It's not the best but not the worst. The problem with this line it is that there are two different tanks and it misses a lot of tanks as to Francine de la Roche and even Oscar Faraday. Yesterday we got a message that we're gonna have a new tank. This time is gonna be the only AFV, from Soul Schreiber. Currently it isn't in the game. It's gonna be a tier 10, and being a tier 10 in this game it's interesting, but this tank, it's on the chassis of a Merkava and it's an IFV, the Neymar IFV. I saw this tank when I made the Pereh tank video regarding tanks I would like to see in the game in the near future, and I didn't put it so much interest in making a video about this tank because I thought it's not gonna be implemented. One, because of the chassis, and two, because of the abilities of the tank. Too overpowered, but also, let's put it out, it has no line, it has no link from tier 1 to 10. It's basically a tier 10, and I didn't make the video because I wanted to see the Pereh tank, which was important. This, it's gonna be the pinnacle of AVs or IVs in the game. Strong armor, decent gun depression, gun elevation, decent machine gun, autocannon and so on, whatever, and ATGMs with tandem. What's my point of view about this tank? It is that, can we take a break from premium tanks? Like, this is the only game with tanks that lately added just premium tanks in the game. I know other games where, okay, they add some tanks premiums, but after they introduce a line of tech trees, like, okay, well, let's add a tech tree, a line of a tech tree in Oscar Faraday, and then boom, we can add also a premium tank or two for free. But this year was so generous, and the last year so generous, and 2 years ago so generous that, wow, too many premium tanks. This can't be going on forever, and probably just half of the players or a small minority of the players will buy this tank, and obviously some collectors will buy it, but this is not the game anymore if it goes like this for a period of time. I hope that in this break of 4 months we will get a line of some tanks in the game, but I'm not so sure. Obviously the tank has some good penetration. This is just a basic configuration before it's balanced and so on, but I think that this tank is gonna get a higher penetration than this. This penetration, it isn't so high. This is like a tier 8, 9. The details of the tank, yeah, it looks similar. Obviously it has the same problems, the same issues such as the Merkavas. You can blow them up very fast, but if you cover yourself with the lower plate it's fine. But what about the turret? The turret's gonna take a lot of beating, and namely it's in this area, the ring area. I hope it's gonna have some counter AoE protection, like, but who knows. What's my opinion about this tank? It is that I'm not so happy that this tank is gonna come in the game as to some other players. I really wished it was an entire line for this one and to be progressive and not premium. It's gonna be mostly like a pay to win, and if someone says, okay, do you know Armored Warfare? Yeah, I know. You have to buy premium tanks and battle pass. That's all this game is gonna be known for from now on. Sadly, it is what it is. I didn't expect this tank to be implemented in the game, but it is. I'm still shocked that some other tanks that I pointed them out in my videos, they don't come in the game, and some of them are real tanks, as this one being used and still in use in the army, and they're not introduced, and they can be progressive tanks and not just premium tanks. Dudes, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you all a happy new year. I'll see you in the next video, and tell me what you think about this tank Neymar IFV. See you next time. Happy New Year.